Aaron, a broken world torn asunder by greed and the struggle for power. The gods have grown weak, their power stolen, bound by mortals to magical gems. This dark hour was known as the Rupture, a cataclysmic event which plunged the world into chaos. Now, the kingdoms of man, far to the east, are divided. Dwarfs and elves far north, bitter enemies over conflicts long forgotten. Nomadic tribes wander the south shores for their lost homes. The halflings and gnomes living together far out west. In the middle of all this, the Badlands, a place where only one rule applies: survival of the fittest, but also the place where fame and fortune awaits those brave enough to seek it. The ones mad enough to try are also known as adventurers. This is our world. Welcome to our Dungeons and Dragons show, The Gems of Power.
Hey there everybody, and welcome to the Gems of Power. How is everybody doing? Long time no see.
Yes, it's been a whole week.
Yeah. It's been a whole week, I know. So it feels, yeah, it's been ages until we had everybody here, so this is awesome. Neal is bouncing, and let's actually start with Neal. Neal, what's up? What the fuck are you doing here?
Playing D&D, hopefully. I think that's my plan to be here.
What the hell are you doing here, Neal?
Yeah. I know, this is not a very warm welcome.
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing here?
Exactly.
I was gonna play an Elven Ranger, but maybe I should just go do something else? I don't know.
What's the name of your Elven Ranger? Real fast, just the name. That's all I need.
Sypharis. Sypharis.
That sounds suspiciously like syphilis.
Really?
Only to those who are already thinking about syphilis.
Which is
now I have some questions for you.
I'm clean, I got checked, fuck you.
Okay, so for those who don't know, we have changed DMs yet again. Fuzzy's reign of terror has ended, and I have risen on the throne of bones, and I'm gonna be the DM for this month's adventure. And Margaret is gonna be continuing as our awesome guest for this adventure arc.
Did I miss Margaret DMing?
No. Margaret was the guest for the last one as well.
I would love to DM though, but no.
Yes, she can take my slot.
I'm just a guest.
We can put her in the rotation for next month.
Anything is possible. There's nothing is
I will entirely happily give up my DM slot for somebody else, please, God.
Of course you will. Yeah.
That's because I really hate DMing.
Half of the fun is seeing you suffer, Fuzzy. It's okay. Just go with it.
Did I mention really genuinely hate DMing? Like, yeah, anyway.
I understand.
I am excited to play Ruby again, though.
Yay.
Yeah, so we normally do like this Q&A every time we change DMs, but all of us completely forgot about that. So in between our character intros, our recaps, and our shit talk that we always do, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat. So first let's start with Koibu. How have you been doing? And give us an intro of your character.
How have I been doing in an intro for my character? Well, I've been doing quite well. I've been traveling across the world. I haven't been home since the beginning of July. Right now I'm in middle of Washington in Richland, Washington.
Nice.
Which is way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. It's all brown and deserty and not what you'd expect of Washington at all. Apparently most of the state is actually this big wasteland of a desert.
Yeah.
I'm in Palm Springs. I can sympathize, man. I can sympathize. I look at the mountains and it's like looking at Mars. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Literally, they're all like brown and red and just like, you're looking at it, they're going like, oh, Mars. It's weird. And then hummingbirds turn up and give you funny looks and it's just like, seriously, Larry.
Oh, that's great. Other than that, I'm just traveling around. I'll be back in San Francisco for TwitchCon, and then I'll be back home in early October. But from here on out, I should be streaming fairly regularly. And as for my character, I am an Elven Ranger named Sypharis, as I mentioned before. I have used the Outlander background, so that's what you want. And alert for my feat at level 4 or 5 or whenever does he get a feat?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Thank you. And considering I made this character in the last, 45 minutes, I'm not too sure about their personality or background, so we'll just figure that out in game.
It's roughly, I don't know if you're a psychic of some sort, but the party quite literally alive for the first time in Elvenhome. Like right now, that's where we start.
Oh, fantastic.
Your
Also, Neal, is alert the one where you get like lots of perception bonus? Is that?
No, it's
no,
not.
observant
That's
is
observant.
the
I was gonna say, if it was, welcome to not ever having your passive perception be useful ever.
Oh, I know. I'm playing in a Chucky campaign. I'm aware of what's going on. But yeah, that's it for me.
There we go. Okay, so Distractedelf, what is up?
Hi. Oh God. I'm Distractedelf.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
that doesn't sound so sure.
I'm really not sure this morning. I'm so tired. But I am very happy because I get the power, first of all. And I spent all of yesterday playing through Medieval. I don't know if any of you remember Medieval from the PS1 era, but I spent all of yesterday playing through that because I was like, you know what? I need to play something I played when I was 8, And
That was a fun game.
the game. That's the game I played, so... Wait, it took me 5 hours to finish the game, so... I remember it being a lot longer when I was younger, but I was also really, really bad at it, so... that's the thing. Do I need to do character stuff, or do people already...
Findera, you're Findera. You've been here from like the beginning of the campaign, yeah.
I'm Findera. I've been here since the beginning. I don't think I need to do that. Yeah.
How old are you? You've been here since the beginning. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you? You've actually been here the whole time?
Yeah.
You haven't lost a character yet?
No.
Is anyone else still on their first character?
Yeah, actually. Clam,
Yes, me
Fuzzy,
too. Me too.
Oh
Pretty
my
much-
god!
pretty much-
I need to kill you guys more often. This is bullshit.
Pretty much everybody but you.
Go on your
Once you
afraid
meet Ruby,
cat.
though, you won't want to kill her. Neal.
Yeah, she's adorable. But yeah,
Like,
basically,
you
I
do
just
not
run
know
the fuck
Neal,
away when she gets hairy, so that's just,
The
survival
first
tactics.
time I met Maggie was in a Miscrits, and the first thing I heard Maggie tell Neal was, "Neal, don't you dare came in with the saber-tooth tiger again." That was the
But I
first,
didn't. But I
Murdered
didn't.
me.
That was her own fault.
and that's exactly what he
It
said.
was not my own fault.
And
Who
that's
decided
exactly
to
what
go
she
fight a
said.
saber-toothed tiger and stayed fighting a saber-toothed tiger?
Oh my god, damn it. I'm gonna blame it all on Sir Scoots because Sir Scoots. No.
This is the
proud.
exact
You fight
same
and runs away,
conversation.
just fight another day.
So now it's Sir Scoots' fault. I wonder who else's fault that
Both.
could be eventually.
Both of your faults.
So
Learn
Maggie,
to take responsibility for your actions, Maggie.
He was just shooting at me, and I was like telling him, no, don't shoot at me. There's a tiger coming at us, bro.
He was kind of
It's
mean.
okay. He just missed every time anyway.
so
Yeah,
what
he
about
had some
you,
people in the crowd.
Margaret Kron? What is up? How have
What's
you
up?
been doing? What's up?
Trying to find a job. Got laid off. That's exciting.
Sorry
So
about that.
Really?
good.
Really?
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple weeks. But other than that, I'm pretty excited to play Ruby. I'm here for some D&Ds. I love Ruby, so I'm glad I get to play her again. I didn't think I was going to, so yay!
Huzzah!
Ruby's awesome.
And Ruby is a bard. She's a halfling bard, and she's of the Valor College. I don't know what else you guys. She has an entertainment background.
You also have like fan art done, so I mean we can just jump to that and people can see it.
Yeah, the fan art doesn't look exactly like what she looks like, but yeah.
Where is it? Didn't we upload
Whenever
it
we
here?
get to talking about what they look like, I could explain.
I mean,
We haven't.
she juggles and she acrobats. And
We're not
she-
doing like
She-
character
she doesn't-
intros again, but if you wanna give a description of the character, feel free. Like Koibu doesn't know her.
Okay. She's about like 2 feet 7 inches, 35 pounds. So she's a little thing. And then she has like giant, out of control, like red curly hair and like bright green eyes. Super cute. She's basically like a little tiny chibi, and she's adorable. Then she carries with her only the things that she cares about the most, and that's all of her lovely instruments. So she has a lute on her back, and then a lyre and a horn in their own holsters, and little drums on the side of her belt. And she also wears a heart-shaped locket that is a favor from an admirer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do we know who this admirer is?
No, no one has ever asked.
Cool.
Okay.
So there's a hidden thing here that we should probably start asking soon in character.
Just be really aggressive about asking about it.
Who gave you that?
Yeah, that's just a hint. That's like, I have a
Shining around
backstory.
in your
Explore
eyes,
it, guys.
like
Explore my backstory. So what about you, Finn? What about you, Fuzzy? Sorry, are you already here? I'm already calling you by your character name, you know? You just
That's
that
fine.
in
Yeah,
tune
she
with
pretty
Finn.
much is me, so yeah, no, hey. Yes, I would totally run away from a fight.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's all we thought about, not the dwarf sequence.
we won't talk about that. Look, I don't kiss and tell, alright? Anyway, yeah.
I think there's more than kissing going on.
No, there's
Yeah.
a lot more than kissing.
There was like
going on.
500,
wasn't kissing going on.
500 gold worth of something to talk about.
Also, you're not supposed to kiss them. That's like the first rule of being a prostitute.
Whoa,
How do you
I really
know
missed
that?
these things.
Justin, how do you know that?
I've never seen Pretty Woman, my god, Jesus.
I've
How do
had
you
a
think
very,
Justin
very
makes
life.
his money?
Justin, we now know what Justin does.
It was
It's a job
actually,
that
it
you
was
can't talk
actually
about.
during Clamtaco's DMing turn that happened.
Always. You know what? I kind of set her up for it. She kind of took the bait, and I was like, okay, all right, we'll roll with this, you know. And then she didn't get anything good apart from some gold in the end, but it's all right, you know.
Hey, gold is gold, right?
Yep,
Gold,
yep.
some gold and possibly suspicious diseases, which is why I've been AFK. Yeah, Finn went, it was just like,
Been dealing with at the local clinic for it, like getting ointments and stuff, you know.
Okay, so what about you, Granny? What is up? What have you been doing?
I've been streaming. I'm trying to get my hands on Sword Coast Legends at the moment because apparently when it was announced and the keys were given out, I was not there. So I regret. But yeah, I'm really pissed. I'm actually really pissed that
I mean,
Clam, very least if you pre-order it next weekend, there's like a thing. There's like an open.
yeah, I already have pre-ordered it. Like
I
next
don't
weekend, I'm
want to
already
pre-order. I
ready.
want it now. No, but yeah, no. I know. I want everything for free.
The only reason I feel good about it is that because I'm still packing shit, so I still wouldn't really have been able to do a proper stream. So I was like, okay, like I'm a bit pissed that Chris has this and I don't.
You guys realize that once we all have it, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because we can just all multiplayer that shit.
Yeah,
Like-
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, 100%. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop you guys in like let's play like in the guest group that we have. Let's play Sword Coast Legends. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah, exactly. I mean, right now, it is being worked on right now. So I have some people working on it to hopefully grab me a copy soon or a key or something. So right now I'm waiting on word to come through. I guess I have to wait until they wake up. I don't know what they're doing,
Yeah.
but we'll find out soon enough. As soon as
Also, this is not to your knowledge, Neal, because you haven't been here for some time. But Cram has moved to the UK. I'm moving to the UK, and we're doing this big Gems of Power meetup in London.
Yeah.
we're gonna have fucking fish and chips and
Fly me out. I want to go.
I have to fly
Do
out
it.
there, Maggie.
Go.
Yeah, like if
I'm
we
gonna
have Brad,
fly
who
out
has like a
there.
previous guest as well, who's coming in as well. Like
Yeah.
if you want to come, you're free to join us.
We just
I
need
need
to
money
figure
first.
out. We just need to
Need a
figure out
job.
when we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like when I get there, I'm gonna create a Skype group and then we'll talk. Anyway, next in line after that, I tip my finger at Justin.
So what?
What's that? Overwhelmed. Ugh.
The only thing interesting that happened to me in the last week is I went pub crawling with 150 other people on bicycles.
Jeez.
Yeah, he told us about it.
Jeez.
That sounds fucking dangerous.
It was pretty hilarious, actually. No one crashed, to my great surprise, despite the fact that we were going down streets that literally had tram tracks built into them.
Oh god.
There was the possibility that your tire would get stuck in there and you just fall over. But no one did that. And there were some pretty incredible bikes with like speakers built into them.
Nice.
It was pretty amazing. and I'm excited to be playing D&D. I'm glad Gregor's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty close there on multiple.
Yeah, there was a moment where everyone almost died except for me.
Yeah, I was like 2 HP at the end. Gregor was down.
I was trying so hard to heal
dying.
everyone.
Okay, so let's do a recap. Fuzzy, do you feel good enough to do a recap of what happened during your campaign?
I could try. You have to help me though, because I don't remember. It's just, yeah.
I have a good memo. I can do it if you want to. Just let me know.
No, well, you know, just weigh in if I go or forget something.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically everybody turned up at this elven camp, and sort of like, you know, we're looking to sort of like make an alliance. Sort of thing. The elven leader was like, or some elven noble, some elven noble or other was like, hey, yeah, my son needs a healing gem, sort of like, go get it. And this mysterious woman was sort of like ended up tagging along as well, because for reasons. So yeah, they got there, sort of like it's like super weird fucking temple type thing, and sort of like just wandered around and ran into various weird shits. And then becoming very suspicious of the strange woman they were sort of like escorting as well, Jackie. You were so fucking wrong about her as well. I just like to say that now. Yeah. And then what happened? Yeah. So they sort of like ran into various weird shit. Found various weird artifacts. It's like, you know, they're all like, the fuck is this place? Which turned out to be a mushroom cult sort of thing, like just weirdness. And then they all fell through the floor into a big patch of mushrooms, started hallucinating, which was extra weird. And then just, yeah, other things occurred, and then they ended up fighting a huge mushroom snake.
Other things occurred, as in we went through the whole dungeon and there were traps almost every stair, every corner around. Fuzzy was giving us, there's gems in this creature, in this statue's eyes, and we kept like, it took us 10 minutes to reach them and scoop them out, and it turned out to be grass.
It's your fault being greedy, right?
Then we fought this gigantic, what was it? You basically took a giant snake and put a Mario mushroom.
It was. I think it ended up having like bone naga stats or something. I'm not sure. Oh no, was it a bone devil? We gave it like weird stats. It was like homebrew, so.
Whatever.
Yeah,
it was a starter snake.
Yeah, it's a big fucking mushroom snake. Yeah. Stoner mushroom snake.
Big fucking mushroom snake was supposed
basically
to be like
it was the high priest of the temple who just ended up being mutated due to doing too many weird magical shrooms.
Interesting. We killed it, and then the person who I didn't trust turned out to be a silver dragon. And that's the second fucking time somebody turns into a dragon in front of Matthew. He was
Get used
like,
to it, right?
He was like so pissed at them. We're like, the second time someone turns into a dragon, because the first time my mentor turned out to be a black dragon, you know?
Don't forget the hallucinatory dragon that only
it's never gonna get old though.
Who turned into Silver Dragon then?
The person, the woman.
The
that
woman.
came with us.
No, the woman that they were guiding, the really nice.
The one we didn't. Yes, Graham. That one. The one we didn't trust.
Is it bad or is it good though?
No, Silver is good. Silver's
it was
good.
So Findira and I basically just sat there like talking to the dragon the whole time.
Having little tail rides because she was just like, go on.
Oh yeah, I got to.
You rode the dragon.
When we start our adventure here, we also have a new world map. I've been working on this on Incarnate, which is like this new free-to-use website where you can create maps like this. And this is like a tenth of what I want to do for the whole Gems of Power thing. But this is kind of what I've worked with. This is like 1 day's work in a map, so I'm pretty happy with it. And this is the map. You guys are heading towards the Great Forest of Ariandra yet again. On the way, because the dragon promised you a ride back. Before you leave, Matthew has a talk with Gregor, and he will leave Gregor the Book of Shadows.
Oh, good. That yeah. Okay.
Have fun with that.
That's not going to go horribly awry.
You gonna leave me the belt of sex change and the magic rod too?
No.
Are those one thing?
No, and the belt
Yes,
of
those
sex
are
change.
one-
No, the
those
belt
are
of sex
one
change was
thing.
your item. I didn't have the belt of sex change. It was
Oh,
still
you're right. It's actually on my sheet.
Yeah. So, as I said, Matthew disappears. Nobody knows where, but besides Gregor, who is, by the way, whoever's typing right now, it's very loud. Besides Gregor, yeah.
Remember to mute yourselves when you type, guys.
Besides Gregor, who kind of has an idea, as Matthew left, he told him something about his powers not manifesting the way they should, and he's left to try and attain control of them. He's left the book with you, and you guys have taken off on a dragon. On the way out, you see Bjorn. He's still kind of been knocked out from the shrooms outside of the dungeon. You have no idea how he reached outside of the dungeon. Maybe he knows.
I just assumed he walked.
Yeah, the dragon picks him up with the tail, and you guys fly over to the Great Forest of Ariendra. Takes you maybe 3 or 4 hours to get there, and you go over this gigantic forest. The trees are a lot bigger than you ever expected. I mean, you've seen the ones to the edge, but as you go in, you see exactly how many elves are inside and how many watchtowers. You never imagined so much nature in just one place, so much life in one place. It's no wonder the elves do not leave anybody to enter their forests. You guys are being thrown by the Silver Dragon in complete safety and are landed in a temple area in the middle of the whole forest. And you guys should be able to see this here.
Am I with the party right now?
No, not yet.
Cool.
So as you guys land, you see this kind of in front of you. This is your surroundings. Forests, water, gigantic statues, and something very weird. This catches your eye. Crystals. The same crystals that everybody uses to stay safe for a limited amount of time from the corruption in the Badlands. You haven't really needed crystals because Matthew has been able to cast Purify Water and Drink, and that kind of just eliminated the use for them. But now that he's gone and you see the crystals again, and this is a bit weird. You never knew crystals grew. You never actually know how crystals are being made, especially these ones. Poses a couple of questions. You guys land. Neal, your character, Sephiroth, is a guard there.
I hear it now when he says it. Fuzzy, I hear it. Continue.
Okay. So are you okay with being a guard there? And being
No, I'm a ranger.
Ranger, yeah. A ranger. Everybody in the forest is a ranger. As because of the wood elves and the high elves making one single race, or one single standoff in the forest of Ariendra, mostly the wood elves are the guards, and they're the rangers. In the
I wouldn't be a guard in a town.
Yeah, you're not a guard in the town.
Then what is in a guard of what?
You're basically a ranger of the woods. You make skirmishes inside of the Badlands and out, and you come back. And whatever you want to, whatever you think your ranger would do to further the survival of the elves.
Okay, so I'm not... My ranger's self-employed. He does his own deal. Unless the only way to fit him in is to make him employed by someone else. But
No, you're
he
an
doesn't
elf.
work for no man.
All elves are welcome in the forest of Ariendra.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you just see them going down, and they are on top of a silver dragon. That's kind of epic.
I see these 5 people landing on a silver dragon.
4 people actually. Finwazi is not with them.
Okay.
You guys see also somebody else.
Stoned out Bjorn.
Somebody.
I'm still high.
You know.
I'm still really high. Okay.
No, you can't be high because like.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Did
been
he
like
say
half a
that?
day.
I was
It's
like,
been half a day.
Okay. You said it was like still in my system. Have you ever had mushrooms?
Okay, that shit will turn you into a weird snake creature eventually. So you better not stop it.
Yes, they go out after an hour.
Okay, you know what? Never fucking mind. I'm not high anymore. I just smoked some weed. No, okay.
I mean, how would you tell the difference?
Yeah. Well.
You've just been on some
In Bjorn's case, it's kind of hard.
So you guys see somebody else you know. You see Steve, the elf.
How do I know his name is Steve?
No, not you. Everybody else knows Steve. He's the elven contact that you guys had.
He's the idiot savant of the elves.
Yeah, he's the idiot savant of the elves. And by his side, you see Fenoisi.
Alright.
Okay.
So we've landed, right?
Yeah, you have landed. The dragon has turned back into a priestess, and please wait here a bit, and I'll go talk to make sure nobody, everybody knows why you're here. And she just walks off real fast.
Okay. Do we want everyone to know why we're here?
Yeah, elves are not, non-elves are not allowed in the forest. Like,
I'm gonna kind of saunter up to the party and be like, alright, miss me?
Yeah.
Hey! Findira, how are you? I'm just gonna give Findira a little sort of like ruffle on the, I'm gonna sort of like, you were gonna a half hug and pat her on the wolfskin pelt.
She totally grumps at you as you do this. Very pouty and not very happy that you're touching her.
Alright, sorry. I'm just happy to see you, alright? We'll speak no more of this.
It's okay. So, how did you even get here?
Oh, you know, I was...
Aren't only elves supposed to be in here, except for us?
You know, I know some people. I just tagged along. It was, you know, I just talked him into it.
It was actually me, Gathering. We got word of where you went, and we kind of imagined... I knew who she was, so I kind of imagined you come here anyway, Steve says.
Oh, joy. Thank you for reuniting us.
Right. It's the traitor. Look at him.
I am not a traitor.
So hold up.
I am betrayed.
Fuzzy's character is a new character.
No. They know me. I'm like.
We've met her before.
No, but
Unfortunately.
I've never met you.
Oh yeah,
I've never met you.
Yeah.
So like, who am I seeing?
Yeah.
Basically, she's a halfling, sort of like red hair, sort of shortish for a halfling. I don't know what my height is. And just like bow, like black leather armor. Looks a bit shady, but she's like, all right, how are you? So, yeah.
Okay, you're a halfling. Oh my gosh. Then Ruby just like runs up to you and like does like a little curtsy and just like, I'm Ruby Embershade. And she's like doing a little thing with her like leer and kind of like plays a little diddly for you.
Oh,
She gets like all up in your face.
Oh, okay. Finn's just like, oh, all right, nice to meet you. All right, yeah, and sort of like shake hands. Nice, yeah.
Also, introducing a friend of mine, kind of an adventurer like you guys, comes to me sometimes, but mostly I don't see him too much. This is Cyphorus.
Who is introducing Cyphorus to us?
Steve the Elf. Cyphorus.
Who's Steve the Elf?
Steve the Elf, not for you. I mean, you would know him because you follow the party a lot. Steve the Elf is kind of the weirder elf that stands in the outer outposts, and
That's like your opinion, man.
And he usually helps people who are in need, especially adventurer types. He loves puzzles and he loves riddles. And the
Does
party
he talk?
Okay.
You seem to be doing lots of talking for him. Does he talk?
I look at him. He talks when he wants to.
Oh, he talks.
Rhaenyra like stares at Faris. Just
How do I know Steve?
He's been your contact, and now usually most of the elves don't really talk to the ones who are not involved directly with the Forest of Aliendra. Steve is the only weirdo guy who people come to, especially adventurers and elves who are not living inside of the forest for hints, rumors, and
there's
so on.
a giant silver dragon.
No, the giant silver dragon has transformed back into a woman. And I mean, as an elf, you would know her. She has been here for quite some time. Like, this is... Like, you don't know her as
She
a
comes
person.
and goes. She's... Her name?
Her name.
Her name. Fuzzy, what's
I
her
don't
name?
God, I can't remember what the hell I named her.
I don't have the character. I don't have my sheet
Oh
anymore.
God, where are my notes? I put my notes somewhere.
All my notes are
It's
gone.
with an S, right?
Something or
I
other.
wrote
yeah.
it down though, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
Fine.
remember...
That's all right. I can do this without her name. I appear before the elf, or the woman, go down on one knee, bow my head, and say,
Samaya. There we go.
Samaya, that was it.
Yeah,
There we
that's
go,
it.
Samaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
oh, great Smaya, what brings you to our humble lands once more?
Rise, there's no need to go down on your knees. These wonderful people here helped me clear out my new home. So I decided to pay them back. In need of some help from the elves, and I'm going to put in a good word.
Oh,
It's a delightful tale. I think it involves black dragons and prisons, and them trying to kill it with the use of armies. It's interesting. You should ask them; they know it better.
I look to the people who were with her as if they're like, rats getting off a ship. Oh, of course, and I bow deeply again. Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh no, not at all. I have to go now and tell the elders why they're here. I'll be right back. And she kind of skitters away.
Looks like I missed some fun
Yeah.
then.
I give a
So
polite
what
nod. She leaves.
What did I
And
miss?
looks to the rest of the party with some skepticism.
I'm gonna look at right, Neal. I'm gonna look at your character and be like, I'm assuming he has a bow because he's a ranger, right?
He has a short sword at his side, kind of brownish but moldy, or maybe it's lichen growing on it, leather armor, a bow over his back.
I'm just gonna be like, nice bow, mate. So I'll give you a sort of a one professional to another nod. Yeah, nice bow. Yeah.
I give you a polite smile. Can I get the racial breakdown of the party?
Of course.
Halfling,
No.
Halfling.
Dwarf.
What were you,
short
Justin?
asses.
He's super racist, is what he's going at.
Yep.
I like how the whole.
Oh, this is the elven
Not
land. We
like-
have dragons visiting us, and now there's like halflings and a dwarf. And
Like, like 90% of our party is short.
Yeah, we're short.
I think.
Wait, Margaret, are you a halfling too?
I'm a halfling too. Yeah.
And Fuzzy, you're a halfling?
Yep.
And Distractedelf, you're a halfling?
no,
So basically, together we
You're-
make like,
no, okay, no.
yeah, together we make like 3 like human height people, maybe.
And Clam's not with us yet, right?
no, Cam's with you. Cam's with you.
I'm with you guys. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I put my hands on my hips and I say, "Welcome, little folk, to our forest."
Who are you calling little folk? You raise your nose down. Don't keep your nose so high, elf.
What? Right.
You are little. You cannot raise
Yes,
your nose
right.
down. You may lower your
Our
nose.
little.
Oh, you did that.
I think he's looking down his nose at us rather than raising it down at us.
That sounds like a riddle. I look at Steve and I'm like, you could raise your nose down if you were upside down.
Bjorn, have you been on the piss again?
I'm angry. I haven't drank anything. I'm fucking sober. I'm so angry right
That's
now.
the problem.
Guys.
Right. In that case, I just like fumble in my bag and just like hand you a skin of like some.
Guys,
some
there's a
alcohol.
lot of people
Away. I was like,
watching.
"Sure."
Ew.
You should.
Tempers. Anyway, is there anything I can do for you, as you are guests of our dear friend?
Got any
in the
food?
forest? I can arrange for food to be acquired.
Where can
Steve is kind of just looking around, and you realize there's a lot of people looking at you right now. Like, there's a lot of
Wait,
people looking at you
we're
right
in
now.
the city?
Yeah, you're like in the elven home.
In
You're
Elf
like in
City.
the main
Yeah.
elven city.
So we just got like, a
Oh,
bunch
everybody's
of elves
looking at us.
looking at
Yeah.
us.
I mean, you
So,
just got down of a
Ruby
silver dragon.
busts out her lute and starts playing like a tune, like a
Give
folky
me a
sounding
performance
tune.
check.
Okay.
Let's see,
Performance check.
This is gonna influence a lot.
All right. Hold on. I just want to check.
Because as you
Oh God,
know,
roll well.
as an elf,
I have plus 10.
Sephoris,
Ooh, shiny.
you are the only race still in contact with the like hometown of the gnomes and the halflings, like direct contact.
phone's going off.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll like a 1d20, like a general. Okay, people they've heard a lot better, but I mean, you're not scratching their ears. It's still like music in the background. Nobody's impressed, but it's enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah, well, everybody's
Can I tell
staring at
that
her.
they're
I'm
not
just going to
pleased?
fade into the background a bit because, like.
Indira has not noticed that there are a billion people looking at her. She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, it makes sense. After a bit of time, a couple of guards dressed all in what seems to be a greenish type of steel plate. You've never seen this before. It seems like a combination between elven steel and the crystals you see around, but heavily modified and crafted. There's about 12 of them. All of them armed with golden bows on their backs and giant halberds. They come close to you, and they say, the one in the front with a green plume in his coif, "You are invited to the Council of the Elders. Please follow me."
Mm-hmm. I look at Steve and I'll be like, elves don't make plate, huh? Right.
Well, you can't really wear that.
Yeah, he said they don't make plate. That's what he said.
It should be interesting then. Let's go.
Where can I grab a drink? Is there a local inn?
I just handed you a skin full of. It's actually not ale. It's like incredibly strong rum or some like crazy strong.
Yeah, I think it's
alcohol.
dwarven spirits is what you're.
Yeah, dwarven spirits. So I'm just.
I'm gonna shine it off, and I'm ready for more. I need more. It's been a long journey. I haven't drank the whole journey. Time to get messed up before our next.
I mean, you've been messed up like 6 hours ago. Literally, you woke up from being messed up.
That wasn't
high. That was high, though. Okay, yeah. That's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing. I need to be 2 kinds of messed up.
Yes, there needs to be some kind of combination of messed up going on. Okay, so where can I find a local inn, guys?
Bjorn wants to be the drunk or crossfitted 100% of the time.
The other gun looks. After the meeting, you shall be accommodated appropriately, and given whatever drinks and food you so desire.
So we have to sit for your boring little meeting. Okay, let's run along now, guys.
You see,
hold your tongue.
You see the 6 of them and 6 of the other elves going to each sides of you guys, turning around with a crash and tang as they kind of move. They like very synchronized, turning around and pounding their halberds on the ground. And behind you there's another elf, so basically like in this ragtag type of semicircle, and they're surrounding you right now. The officer is in front, and they start moving, and you're kind of pushed to move unless you want to push back. Not necessarily pushed as in you're shoved, but they're moving in behind you, like...
Move along.
Yeah. I put my loot back, and I kind of like go over to Bjorn, and I'm like,
You should be nice, Bjorn. That's not very nice.
and then I like grab his hand and I like start skipping forward.
Can I skip too?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So you guys are being brought past these gigantic stone arches. The stone arches are almost 60 feet high, all made out of this white type of marble. Eventually you pass the statues, also gargantuan, of 2 griffins. Just impeccable plumage. It seems like the elves have learned a bit from the dwarves. These stone structures and statues are just to the standards of what dwarves would call masterwork. In front of you stands a wooden building, but this building itself looks as if it has grown in this way rather than built. The curves in the wood and how it goes up seems natural, not controlled. The building itself has 3 stories. You're being led up to the higher topmost story, where the ceiling is open and there's a small fire going on in the middle. There's 6 elves, all with very long white hair. Only one of them seems a bit younger. Half of his hair is still golden. And they're passing along this big pipe. They're standing down in kind of a yoga position. And as you guys enter, the guard kind of goes in a deep bow. Elders, we have brought them. Yes, Toguro. Leave them here. Go back to your posts, says the man who seems to be the eldest of them all. The guards leave and close the door behind them. And
I nudge Bjorn and I'm like, their beards are pretty awesome.
They are pretty great. They are pretty great. I'm gonna stroke mine. Feel a little infuriated right now.
Take a seat along the ever-burning fire.
I'm gonna go take a seat.
So what happens if it goes out then?
Go out and find out. Are you asking that, or are you just?
Yeah, no, I'm just like
out of
ever burning. So how'd you stop it from going out then? How does it work?
It never goes out.
Okay, why? How?
Well, let me ask the questions first, and then maybe I'll answer a couple.
Alright.
So rude.
Semaya here has told us a bit about why you're here. Noble cause indeed. Care to explain it a bit more?
Yeah, we're totally noble, us.
Why have you undertaken such a task? Most of you would have run away. There's definitely places you could be safe from such a creature. He points towards Gregor. You. I can feel the energy she talked about. Tell me.
Tell you about the energy or why I didn't run away like a pansy?
We got a book. We see a dragon.
Yes, that much is clear to us. I am asking why you have taken
You want
up...
to see the book? Gregor has it. Show the book.
I'm asking
thank
why
you
you
for
have
that.
taken this mission. Why have you taken this on your shoulders? There's not very many people who do that without a profit of their own.
Oh, there's gonna be money in it. Yeah.
Because it keeps bugging us.
Gregor like takes his head in his hands and is just like, this is what I have to put up with every day.
Ruby's like, Ruby steps forward and she's like,
I need no treasures, but story and adventure. I
Just like double taking it.
I heard tales of these adventures.
and she like goes on and talks about like 2 or 3 of them, and
As
probably
you,
like,
as you
everyone's
continue
like,
on talking, you are being handed the pipe. Inhale.
Oh,
inhale.
shit.
She's like,
Okay.
she takes it and like inhales.
Okay, you inhale and you feel this... Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
What is this again?
Wow.
Do we
it's
know-
not, it's
do we
not,
notice
it's not
this?
making, no, you don't. This is like only in her mind. There's no outward showing of that. And you feel weird. Something's a bit weird. But
Okay.
in the good way, not in the bad
Does it
way.
feel like when I was on mushrooms?
No. It's
Okay.
it's not intoxicating. It's not
Okay.
hindering you as a person or your abilities. It's just
Okay.
giving you this weird worming feeling.
Okay.
The pipe is then being passed to Finn.
Okay.
Me.
Finn,
Yes.
you gotta try this. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Okay, perception. I'm gonna try and work out what the fuck is in this pipe because I'm like, okay.
I mean, you can easily see it's like herbs. Like, it's herbs.
Yeah, well, I've got, poison, I figure I've
you
got like some small...
definitely
okay.
give me a
So
perception
that's
check to see if you can figure out
perception, right.
anything from the smell.
I put something in perception, so I've actually got a +2 to it now. Yay!
Oh,
Okay, you do actually know this because one of the poisons you can make is truth serum, and this is actually filled with exactly that. Bluebell blossom, the herb you need in order to make truth serum.
Right.
So-
In that case, I'm gonna sort of like I'm gonna smoke it, but I'm just gonna suck it into my mouth and then like make a show of like inhaling, but not actually inhale, and just like.
You're gonna pull a Clinton.
I am totally I'm gonna smoke but not inhale, and just. Just
While it's being passed around again, Ruby continues on with the story. She tells the story of Bjorn and his door smashing. Oh wait, was that Greg? Who was doing the door smashing? Yeah. She tells the story of the great door smashing.
Bjorn, door kicker!
Greg,
No,
me and Greg technically did get into a door smashing thing at one point as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the pipe gets passed around to you, everybody. Does anybody not smoke it?
Yeah, I don't have any.
I smoke it.
If I've just like sort of like just had a mouth, does that affect me in any way or?
No, not really.
Eventually, I do get around to answering his question. The gods are all either dead or imprisoned. Who else is going to do it?
That's a good reason as any. We just wanted to see you for ourselves. We do not doubt the word of Semaya, and if you have helped her, then you are trustworthy to us. And all of the people nod, yes. But there is something you must do before we can grant you our help. We do solemnly vow here, and upon this sun today, may it all scorch us to death if I do not come up with my promise to right. We shall help you against Nathaniel the Black Dragon, but many of our forces have been protecting Small Town. And for most of you, Small Town doesn't really mean much. Not even for you, Findira, but for Finn and for Ruby, this is your hometown. All gnomes and halflings kind of are from there, unless you are raised by wolves like Findira.
Okay. I was not.
What town? Sorry, what town I zoned out? I zoned out.
Small Town. Small Town is like this gigantic city that was made by half giants, and you guys just kind of took after the rupture.
Irony.
How do you spell that? How do you spell the name of that?
Small Town, like in one word.
Small.
Town.
Just small town.
Yeah.
Is there a space or is it?
So I'm a
No,
small town
small.
girl then. Hey, sorry. Just a small town girl. Anyway, sorry.
Inspiration for that. No, literally, that's one of my favorite karaoke songs. Write it down. I'm giving that to you.
Sweet.
Oh goodness! Now I'm imagining Chucky singing that song.
Oh, I've sung that so many times on stream. Like whenever we do map creation, we have karaoke in the background as well, and that's sung there so many times. Anyway, Small Town has some issues. We don't know exactly what's been happening, but people have been disappearing. Many people. The Temple of the Crossing has made an appearance, and we're not exactly sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. If anybody has a special Ruby, if you have, like, you can roll an intelligence check right now with your proficiency. The Temple of the Crossing is like a legend of some type. So
I'm not
if
very intelligent.
Yeah, but it's like
Yeah,
bardic
no one in the
knowledge.
party is actually very intelligent, but I
I'm
think
not very intelligent, so if that's what you're
No,
relying
it's
on.
more
What am I
of,
rolling?
It's 1d20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus. It's more of like a bardic knowledge check. In this game, there's no bardic knowledge check, but I've kind of homebrewed it.
Well, couldn't I just do like a history? Okay, I guess.
You can do a history as well, but that's the same thing. I'm just giving you intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. Intelligence plus proficiency. So it's like +5? What's proficiency is +5,
Proficiency
right?
is +3 right now. At
Plus
level,
3, okay.
At level 5, level 6, it's +3.
Okay. Oh!
Okay,
Fuck.
you actually do know what the Temple of the Crossing is.
Hell yeah!
The Temple of the Crossing is this weird legend, a temple of monks that appears in Elder Ages, in the First Age and the Second Age of the world. Temple of the Crossing always appeared in the most dangerous parts of the world, and it was a temple where balance was kept in the world. Only the most powerful fighters and warriors would survive at the Temple of the Crossing. Now, this is what you know about it from legends. You also know that through some measure, they gained immortality.
They gain what? Sorry.
Immortality. No, you don't know exactly what that means or how that manifests. Going back to what Elf was saying, the Temple at the Crossing has made an appearance, and we do not know what to do about it. Many have taken solace there, many have taken refuge. Their promises are tempting, to say at the least. And we cannot help but have our suspicions with so many people disappearing and that specific weird temple coming up at such a time.
Whenever the elder pauses, Ruby goes on to talk about the temple of the crossing and who they are and like what she knows about them.
The others all kind of like nod, and
she's a storyteller. That's like one of her main things.
They seem very impressed about what you know. Like they said yes, exactly that. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Remember that.
Yeah, she makes it sound more dramatic too, of course, where possible.
Okay. We need you to go there and figure out the true nature of this place. If it is the true Temple of the Crossing, as your friend here knows, though I doubt it, near a small town in a mountainous area would not be the place that you would necessarily call dangerous. Nonetheless, go, figure out what's happening there. And if you come out alive out of this, you will have our help and also the help of Small Town. They're not a force to be reckoned with in numbers, but their gizmos and apparatuses are indispensable if you have such a great foe to fight.
More temples!
We do kick ass, it's true.
Buy more temples!
I like temples. Temples are good. Temples are usually full of interesting things. It's good. Also, scary things, but you know.
Nira, of course, is just assuming that this place is like exactly the same as every other place they've gone, and it's gonna be full of things to hit.
Is that not a good thing?
Yeah, I feel like that would make you happy.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
we have a portal here that will take you near a small town, so you do not have to traverse the Badlands. But take care. We have not sent rangers through that portal for a very long time. The surrounding areas might be very dangerous and filled with wild creatures.
Do I know what terrain the temple is in?
Yes, mountainous. Like, it was just mentioned that the temple is in a mountain range.
Yeah, but never mind.
Is
it like forested mountain or desert mountain or what type of mountain?
Tundra type of mountain, but I can show you.
Tundra mountain.
You can go over on the map, over on here. The temple is located at the crossing here.
Oh my god, it's on the opposite side of the Badlands.
Well, that's why we've got a portal to take us there.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo.
Said infiltrate the temple and find out what is happening there.
Oh, I like infiltrating. It's fun.
What is infiltrate?
Sneak in! Sneak in!
Not necessarily. Anybody is accepted at Temple of the Crossing. You just need to take their vows, which do not mean much.
What are the vows?
Do not turn weapons against your brothers, who are the ones in the temple themselves, the acolytes.
Alright.
And to serve to maintain the balance in the world. Now, they do not have an elf lord.
Does that count as a... Okay.
So they will not be able to enforce these oaths on you. But we do realize we are asking you to lie in order to accomplish this, and we would not ask you...
I'm good with that.
Some of us are not, I say, looking down at the halfling.
And like the elder nods at you, we would not ask this unless we thought grave danger was at hand.
It's alright. It's just like riding, a horse. It gets easier as you go on. First lies hard, second one's...
It's very dangerous in a world like this to ignite hope in the hearts of your followers. And then it's very easy to use them. And we feel like many innocent lives are being used for a reason that they are not yet aware of. Well,
Interesting.
shall you take on this endeavor? The pipe is still being passed on, and they're kind of talking in between each other. But when the other says
question:
this,
Are they rich at this temple? Oh, okay.
Well, you've seen crystals everywhere, but you don't know how much those are worth unless you've had a crystal appraised.
Well, no, the actual temple, like, is the temple rich?
The crystals
Is there stuff
outside.
worth nicking? Is basically what Finn's trying to work out. Is this going to be worth a while?
Just for you, Ruby, because you haven't been in a campaign when crystals were a thing, and crystals are still a thing, kind of. The Badlands is a place of corruption, and water and food gets corrupted easily, and if it corrupts, too much corruption enters your veins.
And that's not good.
Either fighting corruption or eating corrupted food or water, you turn into a very nasty version of yourself. And these crystals, if filled with some type of magical water, will keep you safe for about 7 days. Now, you didn't have to wear any
So
of
they're in
these.
high. They're
Very valuable.
They're basically like purifying things.
Yeah, and they keep you safe. Like they're very valuable, extremely valuable, and you've never seen them ever but being sold by vendors. And asking those vendors would just, I got it from that guy, and that guy got it from that guy. You can never really trace where the crystals come from.
Interesting.
Yeah, I caught on to most of that whenever you were talking about it earlier.
Cool.
Does
I
the portal
so.
lead us directly to the temple, or does it land outside the temple?
No, the portal will lead you somewhere close to Small Town. We believe the forest to the east of it. The lands there, wild beasts roam it, but it is not a corrupted land. It is one of the few havens in the world still protected by...
You're talking about Small Town, right?
Yeah, Small Town. Like, the area around Small Town is not corrupted. It's one of the few havens in the world. Still
Neal Grunt is asking that?
It's still Sepharis.
Sepharis, you just need to change your name.
Grunt
in
is
Mortal.
dead.
Oh, your character name says that there, so I didn't know.
Right, you haven't changed your character name on Roll20.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was
Damn
told
it, Neal! You had one job.
I ask in a 5 decibels lower. I ask, are there giants around?
Shakes his head. Giants haven't been sighted near Small Town for a very long time.
Having like lived there, because that's where I grew up, I would know a lot about Small Town, right?
Yeah.
Can I recite like a bunch of knowledge that I know of the area?
What do you want to talk about? Like, what do you think would be relevant to your party?
Well, they were concerned. Well, his character Sepharis was concerned about
Sepharis.
Syphilis.
Yeah, you know everybody's gonna ask that. Everyone's gonna say that. That's how it goes.
Only because 1 or 2 people mispronounced it to begin with, and everyone else followed.
Sepharis has asked about like creatures. I guess I just want to spout out like a bunch of knowledge that I know about like the lands and the creatures that live in there.
Yeah, there are like
2d6 to spout lore.
a lot of wild creatures, coming from tigers to lepers to displacer beasts and anchors living in the forest. But those are like owlbears.
Wait, back up. There's onkegs in the forest?
Yes, ankegs are natural creatures in forested areas.
Yeah, except for imagine it being said with like a cute little girl voice.
She's like, of
Right,
course,
so-
Greg, God.
So maybe giants, maybe onkegs, maybe owlbears.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I thought
a lot of creatures.
unlikely giants, though.
Yeah,
It
no.
just depends on where
We
you
giants all buggered off years ago. It's
Ah.
fine.
The less likely it is, the more likely it is that we'll run into them. That's how this works.
Look. If they want their city back, they can just come and ask, and we'll shoot them. What? No. Finders keepers, innit? That goes with cities as well. What?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, they moved out, we moved in. What? Which one?
Okay, so you guys continue on talking for a bit. Afterwards, the elders kind of raise up until only the one you were talking to remains. And he says, "Rest, if you wish so. Tomorrow morning, our guards shall take you to the portal if you wish to take this endeavor. If not, they will take you to the edge of the forest." And he raises up and walks out as well. And I think this is a great spot for our first break. And we'll see you guys after 5 minutes with more Gems of Power. See you guys on the other side.
Bye.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo.